So Brian, thank you so much for popping on Zoom with me so we can get the word out about the food drive that the Ag Society is having this weekend. Tell me a little bit more about it. Set up the scene for us.
So we wanted to, this is actually Christy and Julie, who are the head of the programs committee at the Ag Society, came up with a great idea of, instead of, we usually have our annual potluck this time of year, since it's not really going to be totally feasible, with the current conditions, maybe next year. We decided to do something a little off the cuff, and we're going to do a food drive for the food pantry on the vineyard. So we figured what we do is we'll pull a tractor and a hay trailer up to the front of the ag hall, and we're going to try to fill a hay trailer for the food pantry. So we're going to try to do this in one day. It's April 10th from noon to 5, and it's kind of a tight, usually they do these over a couple of days, but we're going to try to do this in one fell swoop in one day. So if everybody can muster, bring up, non-perishable items, everything from dog food to toiletries, anything that the food pantry on their website has a great wish list. We have it on the flyer, which I will send to you so you have it. And, we're just trying to, help the people that are in need right now of filling their pantries with food for the early onset of summer coming. And we're really excited. The programs committee's worked really hard to try to make something out of nothing, which is what we've, done all year long, as every nonprofit has done all year long. And I couldn't be more proud of the accomplishments that we've made. But, between working with a couple of nonprofits on that and trying to get food distributed, we've used the Ag Hall as a centralized location for the serving hands, and as an emergency location that hopefully will, pan into more food sustenance programs that we'll be able to facilitate. And it's been a lot of fun, and we've made gold from straw. So, so the alchemy of a nonprofit during a pandemic, I guess, is what it is.
It's been incredible to watch you pivot through the whole ag fair thing last summer, where, that was a really fun turning lemons into lemonade or straw into gold situation. It was just amazing. We're all looking forward to it with fingers crossed that something will be able to be done this summer with the fair in person. But what does that look like now at this point?
We are actively working on that now. That's about all I can say about it, other than we're going to try our darndest to be able to have somewhat of a fair this year. We're going to need a lot of support from the community, and it's going to be, it's going to be tough, and it's going to be more work than a regular fair would be, I think. We're looking, for guidance from, other fair venues and things like that. And we've got a great board, and we've got a great fair committee working on it. And, I have no concerns about how terrific whatever it is that we end up having will be. And we're working very hard. There's a lot of people working very hard on it right now.
So there's a lot of heart and soul and a lot of mindfulness going into every decision you're making over there. So you're just doing the best you can as a nonprofit. And you've still got a lot of programs that you're keeping up. Like I see your 4-H hat. That's just not lost.
Yeah, we're circling back on that too, and trying to double down on because all the 4-H stuff got shut down, obviously. But we've got a good group of club leaders, and if anybody out there is interested in potentially starting a 4-H club, we have room for more. Just need more volunteers, and it should be kind of fun. Now that things are opening up a little bit more, vaccinations start rolling out, I'm really optimistic for having a really productive fall 4-H season. So I'm excited. The Ag Society hasn't slowed down. We haven't really missed a beat. And, we're just very fortunate to have the volunteers and the board members that we do, and the community support. If I wasn't dehydrated, I'd probably cry right now just thinking about it. It's so amazing. If I was going to be a part of any organization during a pandemic, I am really glad it's this one.
Oh so. Man, that's a testament to the teamwork and the heart that you all bring to your work there at the Ag Society.
Yeah, it's an amazing amount of effort and care that goes into everything, of selfless giving. Just the amount of time that people spend, even if you think about the fair, it's thousands of hours of hundreds of volunteers so that we can have a community gathering to celebrate the culmination of an entire season of growing. It's not just about the rides, it's, the animals and the growing and the food distribution and the, marketing. It's a lot of work, and everybody does it so selflessly without concern for their own mental well-being. They tackle into it, and it's just so much work, and everybody loves it so much, and we want so badly to have a fair, and we're going to follow CDC guidance, and we're working with the town board of health right now, and we're going to do everything, and we're going to probably be more safe than we need to be, but I'd say 60% or 70% of our volunteers are over the age of 60 or 70. Fortunately, those are the ones that started getting vaccinated early on. So we're going to be tapping that resource, I hope. So it's just hopefully by August things will, be somewhat more normal, and we'll be able to dig our heels in, and it's going to be exciting, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Without question.
Looking forward to it.
And we'll all be on that ride with you, and so last question,
Can't wait.
Yeah. Exactly. And so the West Tisbury Farmers Market, is that going to be happening with you again this year?
As it stands right now, I believe that yes. I think they're waiting on one more, checkbox from the town, but we've had incredible support from the select people in West Tisbury. The Board of Health has been terrific to work with. Omar has just been a pillar of support and information. He's been incredibly positive. The farmers market people are obviously, great to work with. And, the bottom line is if they didn't have it at the old location, they wouldn't have been able to have it. And there's people trying to, put, food on their table, and on both sides of that, from the farmer to the, consumer, mortgages that need to get paid. There's a lot of people that really rely on having that conduit to put their product out to the people, and it was so well received. I think I want to say that they averaged about 1,500 to 1,800 people a day, which is better numbers, I think, than they had in their old place, but don't quote me on that one. I'm not 100% sure, but the numbers were great, and it was safe. Everybody was distanced, and it gave everybody a little taste of something that was, kind of reminiscent of what was going on before all this happened, which was, it was kind of nice to see the excitement in people's face and the support from the community. So, we're hopefully we'll be able to continue with them being there going forward. But
together too, socially.
They very organized, and our facilities manager Chris Lyons does a great job of making sure that all the traffic flows there, and nobody is in a place they shouldn't be. And the staff that runs the farmers market did a terrific job of coordinating and scheduling everything. It was an amazing thing to watch come together, and it was great to have happen, and we're looking forward to them being back this summer.
Well, this is all great news. Thank you so much for taking the time to catch us all up on what's happening over there at the Ag Hall, and we'll look forward to the food drive, which is April 10th from 12 to 5. Just drop it off there.
Drop it off, and we're going to try to fill the hay wagon up as best we can, go from there. But I don't want to take a half empty wagon down to the food pantry.
No.
So hopefully everybody will muster and clean out their pantries and bring the stuff in, and I don't think we'll have a problem filling a hay wagon.
Not at all, especially when you add in all those other things you were talking about, like baby food and diapers, and all the things that the toiletry items that a lot of people, those are expensive items, and if we can help those too, so that will happen. And if anybody needs more information about anything Ag Society related, they can visit. Yeah.
They can visit Martha's Vineyard Agricultural Society.org. Long one, I know, but we're working on that. The website will have it posted, and we're on Facebook as well. You can Google MV Ag Society on there and pull that up on the Facebook page. We're on Instagram, so you can find us there. And it's not gonna, I've got my parents digging through their house and they're finding all kinds of stuff that, you know, they're like, I'm never gonna use this, you know, and they just got it during the pandemic. And we're like, okay, well, like, let's throw together and see what we can do. And I want to say there was like 250 or 300 families that the food pantry is trying to take care of right now. And it's a lot. I know that Kronig's does a lot, you know, for food drives, and there's a lot of support on the vineyard, but we're gonna, you know, try to do the best we can to pull our part. And where we can't do the potluck, which is too bad, but, you know, I thought it was very thoughtful for the programs committee to turn it into something productive for the community. And I'm really proud of them for coming up with a great idea.
Yeah, and another thing to remind people of is that the food pantry also works in union with every other food service on the island. So it's a wonderful, when you're giving to this drive, you're giving to everybody out there who's trying to bring food to the families.
That's right. That's right. And it's hard enough to be on this island as it is, you know, for all of us, you know, that work 9 to 5 and or some a lot more. And I think if we can circle our wagons, act like an island, and we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, you said it, Brian. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Hey, I'll take any excuse to talk to you.
Oh, I love you, Brian. Thank you so much. Me too.
I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye now.
Bye.